That's my Jeep over there in the parking lot.
Oh, is that? Oh, I saw that Jeep.
Yeah.
I saw that when I was driving. I was like, that's badass.
Well, here we are at the Battleship Texas. Unfortunately, Alexa told me the winds were going to be 9 miles an hour here today, pretty much all day long. I get here, seems really windy to me, so I checked UAV forecast. Check that out. That's right, 32 mile an hour gust. Now the 13 miles an hour regular wind speed, I can handle that. But those gusts, just too much. More than I want to attempt. The drone will handle it. Don't know if I can. So I'm going to stay out of the air today, unfortunately. But I am going to do a walk around. I'll see what kind of video I can get on the outside of the ship for you. Let's get this thing rolling. At the end of this video, I'll give you what new information I've got. I'm not sure if it's new or not after doing a little bit of research on the internet. But I've spoken to a worker who will not let me identify him, one of the volunteers, and he's given me a little confirmation, I guess you could say, on where the Texas may be moving to once the repairs are made. I'll give you that info at the end of this video. Stick around for that. This is the walkway leading up to the ship. If you've never been here before, if you've been here before, then you understand how empty this is. Nobody here. Picnic tables still here. Nice shade tree still here. Statue still here. Concession stand still here, not open. The Texas still here. People, a few fishermen over there. Few cars out to see this battleship. People wandering around. Parking lot used to be full on a weekend. Men. Rules of visitor conduct. Yeah. No visitors, I guess. Can't be any conduct. Restrooms are open. Not going to take you on a guided tour of that one. Women's restroom. Nobody's out here. Still sounds like a wrong thing to do. I'm not going in there. Take a look at the side of the ship here. All those rust stains. They're not as bad as they look. They're actually surface rust. And look at here. Anti-aircraft guns that are still there. It's the only two still on the deck. That's the same two there. I've not been able to find in my old videos whether they were located there or not in the old videos. So I don't know if they have not been taken off or if they have been repaired and replaced. That I do not know. Again, the surface rust, that would come off very easily. Now here you can see some patchwork at the water line. There's quite a bit of patchwork. It's up and down both sides of the entire ship. I don't know if that's from the 1988 repair or if that's from the repair that currently is underway. Can't tell. It looks pretty old though. Now who can tell me what these numbers mean? Number 4 is the lowest one. There's got to be more than 4 feet of that ship underwater, so I'm not really got a clear understanding what those mean. Somebody tell me in the comment what those stand for, some Navy guy. Water signs are placed all around the area. There's actually even some buoys out there that warn you of deep water. Which one would think that everybody would know with the battleship sitting there, you're in deep water. Same rust on this side. And look what we have here. Gun mounts. Those are elevated decks where soldiers would stand around their gun that they were operating. Could be 20 millimeter anti-aircraft, could be 50 caliber or quad 50s, or could be anything. Don't know. But I was happy to find those sitting back there. They've all obviously been taken off for repair. They have a little rust you can see, but it's not real bad. It's only surface rust, can be taken off real easily. Center post goes all the way down, would go all the way down into the deck. maybe to feed ammunition up, maybe just as a rotation device. Somebody that might know something about those, how they work, give us all a clue. We know what they do, what they're for, just don't know if the ammo would come up through that center hole. Here I found a strange little boat ramp, looks like, into the water, straight across the ship. Didn't know what it was for at first until I found this. Sheets of metal. They're 1/2 inch thick. A full sheet is about 10 feet by 30 feet. These are being sliced and diced for hull repairs or temporary hull repairs until it's gotten to dry dock. And the little boat ramp we saw earlier was to transport this sheet steel across to the ship, as the only other method would be across what used to be the visitor bridge, and that would be a trip all the way around the entire ship to get to that, and then a trip across the bridge, and then take the steel down to the hull where it needed to be. A lot more work than what you need. So they just devised themselves a nice little ramp to take it to the hull of the ship, whether it went underwater or on a boat. That I don't know. There were no boats of any type around, so they may have just tied it onto a rope and hauled it across. Here we've got some I-beam repairs. They're 3/4 inch thick, really heavy. I couldn't even start to budge one no matter how hard I tried. Here we've got a dumpster full of, I think, scrap or rusted out or junk metal from the ship. There's some plate metal that's obviously from that new metal. Don't know what all that mess is, but I don't think it's original off of the ship. However, this one piece right here in the corner that you'll see right there sticking up, pretty sure that's original from the ship. There are some other pieces in there that looked original. I assume they are all going to be thrown away. But this one had rivets, looked like hand riveted on both sides. They're a little hard to see in the video, but they're in real life. They're very easy to see, very easy to identify, and they're definitely rivets. That's definitely old. I'm sure that's original to the ship.
Well, here's the information on where the Texas may and probably most likely is going. I got an email from a volunteer that does not want to be identified, obviously, because he's giving out information that maybe he should not be giving out. But after a little research, I kind of find the same information on the internet, so maybe it's just a confirmation of what's on the internet. But there are 2 places that they're really considering for the Texas. First is Pier 21 in Galveston, Texas. That is already a deep water port, and the Texas could actually go there right now, today, and be docked permanently. It's a deep water port. You know, you just have to get her there. Of course, facilities would have to be built for her, a museum or a visitor center or whatever they're planning, but the ship itself could go today. The other place is in Kemah, Texas. Now, Kemah, Texas, for you folks that don't live around here or have not been there, Kemah, Texas is a extremely high tourist area. There is a theme park type area there and a lot of shops and restaurants. There's a huge marina there. It's just a very affluent, very active, very touristy area. So the Texas would get an awful lot of visitation there. However, I don't think it is deep water, so there would be a lot of work that would need to be done to be able to get the Texas in there. So it's looking like Pier 21 in Galveston, Texas may be the place that it ends up. That's my newest information on where she may be going after her repairs. Of course, right now, obviously, she's still sitting right here waiting to be taken for repairs. So there's no telling when that may happen. They wonder why I'm here at San Jacinto Monument instead of the Battleship Texas, which is about a mile behind me. A lot of people have asked me to do a video covering the entire battleground out here at San Jacinto, which I'm going to do that, but be forewarned, it is a large area. a lot of driving involved. There are markers all along the roadway telling what event took place at that particular location, including one where the Mexican Army finally surrendered. I will be working on that video in late February, another 3 weeks or so, around the 25th, 26th. I'll start working on that. I'll get as much drone footage as I can from the air. Like I say, it's a very large area, so there may be a lot to getting that done, but I'll do what I can do. The highway, if you ever want to look it up, is Highway 1836, and that is the year that Texas won its independence from Mexico. So it's properly named highway, I guess. You come out to the San Jacinto Monument, and then you take Highway 1836 around to see all the markers as to what event took place there. There's also a small graveyard, which will cover that as well, and we'll cover the monument itself. So look forward to that. It's going to be a in-depth video, but I'll break it down into parts if I need to, so it's not so long. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Don't know that anything like that has been done, so I'm really looking forward to getting that done. I'll take you up inside the top of the monument, provided that's still open. The only reason it would be closed is COVID, but hopefully we can get up in there. So for right now, this is my newest Battleship update. Does that remind you of Grandpa? I need you to like, share, and subscribe. The subscribe button is right over here, I think. Down there, that red one. It's right over here, down there, somewhere down there, you'll see a red subscribe button. Click on that, and then click on the little bell when it pops up, the top one, like I always say, the one with the little ringy dingies on each side, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. You're going to want to do that. That way you can get me to stop looking at you through my glasses like that, and we can go back to a normal relationship. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. It's a Jeep, a drone, and an old man. We'll be seeing you next time. And that's a real pair of jeans. When you've had them so long, you've worn them out. Close my book. Like you, let's see there? See there? It did not fire. Now, did I get a defect? Has a little hint of chicken. He wants to eat it right out of my mouth, which I'm going to let him. Hey, pass it this side, pass it this side. Cut, and try to back up a little bit.